Okay, so this is a question for you guys, and we kind of talked about this. I think it was on our show this week. It might have been last week, but like Caroline was talking about Daryl Sutter and the job that's been done in Calgary, and she thinks like maybe the Canucks need someone like that. But I feel like the Canucks organization would need someone like Travis Green, a little more like touchy-feely with the guys, like getting everyone on board. What do you guys like? What side do you think would be better for this team?
And I'm not saying fire Green. I'm not a blow the team up. I'm not a fire everyone. But could it be just a mismatch in style? I mean, like the person you dated in high school, in theory, really great, but somehow we just don't bring out the best in each other.
I think there definitely needs to be. In my opinion, I think there definitely needs to be something changed in terms of how they're approaching the games, because they just, even before them looking like they just have kind of given up, or and I hate saying that about it, but it just, that's how it looks. Whatever system they've been trying to play just doesn't work. Either the players aren't getting it, or they're doing it and it just doesn't work. So either way, I think something needs to change. And I think I don't know if it's necessarily going back and forth between a hard-nosed coach and more of a player's coach. I think it might be more of just trying to figure out what coach can implement a system that can help players like Elias Pettersson, like a Quinn Hughes, start playing like to their potential. And once that happens, a lot of other things are going to fall back in place.
Well, and Green was the head coach when Pettersson won the Calder. So to say that Green might not be a good fit for him, it's kind of like, well, he was before. So I don't think the whole blame can be put on Green. So the whole fire Green people, I'm like, But do they need someone who's going to come in and be just like win or die? Or is that what they need?
I'm gonna sound ridiculous, but when I say this, but one of the guys that I think, if you were going, I think when Travis, I think Travis Green, once Travis Green goes, I think his second job is going to be he's going to be really great, and the Canucks will miss him. I think one of the things that Daryl Sutter has done there's a lot of old school things that you can dislike about Daryl Sutter for sure. But the one thing that he will do is he will, if he can, at least he'll show tough love to his players in the public, but he would also protect his players. And the person that I think closely resembles that is Torts. And I know that people don't like the name, but the Sedins were high on him and said that they didn't mind playing for Torts. He would be a guy that I think can handle this. I know that people think that there's a circus. He can handle a lot of the media criticism here. And I think one of the things that I think I'm seeing in the Canucks organization from where I'm sitting is there's not a lot of defense of the players. So when Pettersson is playing horrible, there's no one in this organization saying, get off his back. You don't know what's going on. Even with Travis Hamonic and some of the things, whether you like it or not, there's no one in that organization saying, back off, leave him alone. And I think someone like Torts would have the guts to stand up to some of the media people, rightly or wrongly, and take that blame and that hit and show that tough love in terms of that, and maybe play a system. Maybe people don't like his system or his style in a lot of ways, but there is some proven success with it.
Get out of Lindsay's head. She said Torts the other night too.
I love it. I love it. Honestly, he's got the personality, right? And like you say, he's tough, and it just might be what the personality that this Canucks team needs to just sort of inject some life, because like we were talking about earlier, they just seem so lifeless, right? They need to get going somehow.